Hey there. Thanks so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this and listen a little bit about my why for joining Younique. Really, I've narrowed it down to five different things, but I really just want to be candid. I want to be really honest with you about why this is such an incredible opportunity, but it's such a great feeling. I feel so um, good about myself and about my life, and that's because of this company. And let me tell you why. So, the first part of my why I do what I do, is for a long time I felt like I was missing something in life. Um, as you get older, you you seem to, well, obviously, you get married and have children, and you get out of high school and college, and then everyone just kind of parts ways, and sometimes you get a little bit stuck, or at least I did. I felt like I got stuck in a rut. Now, I met the most amazing man in the world and married him, and I got very lucky. And I have two beautiful children, but I still was missing something. And what I realized that I was missing was sisterhood. Um, and that may sound kind of cheeky to you, but it's true. Like, I was missing the sisterhood. I I love that feeling of bonding with like-minded women, women who are strong and passionate and driven, and so much fun. It's a really fun experience, and Younique gives me that. I've been able to, go on a retreat with a bunch of women. I go to convention, and it's just like one huge slumber party, kind of, not really. I mean, more business like than that, but you know what I mean. Um, but the girls on my team have become my family. They have become some of my best friends, and that is not at all because they are in my downline. That has nothing to do with it. It's just given me the opportunity to focus on them as women and me as a woman, and being able to share about everything in our life. Most of our conversations actually don't even have to do with Younique sometimes. A lot of times we're talking about each other's kids and families, and right now I can't wait to go with my top leaders to Jamaica. We earned, the Jamaican cruise, and we all get to enjoy that vacation together for a week. No work involved. It's just fun. So that was one of my big things with sisterhood. And so I didn't necessarily know I was missing it, but when I found it, it was such a good feeling. I felt like I belonged right here in this moment with these people. I truly believe that people come into your life for a reason, and these women that are on my team are here for a reason. So, another part of my why, which really was the driving force in the beginning, was money. I had never done direct sales before. I really wasn't in sales at all. I was a teacher. I was a full-time teacher, and in the education realm, I've done lots of jobs before, but long story short, we needed the money. My husband and I needed the money. If we wanted to have a family, and own our own home, and, be able to do things in life, such as, travel once a year, or, be able to get a new car when we need to, just that sort of thing. We really needed the money. I wasn't making enough. My husband also works for the government, so, he's not making big bucks either. So it was getting to the point where one of us was going to have a part-time job just to afford Christmases for our kids, or the hospital expenses, because I had to have a C-section with both of my children, and insurance doesn't cover all of that. I would not have been able to write that check after Aubrey was born and feel good about it, because I actually had it this time, and I didn't have it the first time with Olivia. So money was a big driving force, and something had to happen, and Younique ended up just falling into my lap. And I had a long conversation with Jonathan. I sat down and I said, honey, I need to try this. I know I've never done this before. He was so skeptical. I mean, obviously, I could totally understand why. Um, but it took him maybe 2 or 3 days, and then he saw not only the fire in me, how I lit up, but he also saw the commission because we get paid every 3 hours, and it just kept coming and coming and coming, and it was such a relief. You know that feeling if if you've ever struggled and needed the finances, having something just come like that was amazing. So money was a big driving force for us. Um, one Another really big reason, all of these were big reasons for my why. Another one is helping women. As you know, I've always been in the education world and I love teaching. Now, I did retire from teaching so that I can concentrate on this full time, but I'll talk about that in a minute. But helping women was a perfect fit for me. It was an extra perk that I absolutely have fallen in love with. I can't tell you how many women are on my team that have never felt more beautiful, more confident, more independent in their entire life. And, that just gives me goosebumps. I love that. And I love being a part of it. It's a really wonderful feeling, and being able to give women that Younique gives women that opportunity to, find themselves, make them better wives, better moms, and it's just because there's so much happiness and joy that comes with this company. Another big one that goes along with it is freedom. Freedom to own my own business, to be able to not have to, answer to a boss. None of the girls in my downline are employees of mine. Every single person is independent. They get to run their business how they want to. I'm not pushy. I'm not going to tell them what they have to do. It's genuinely that sisterhood that I was talking about. We are uplifting and empowering each other to do bigger, better, greater things. And I have women all over the place. I have literally and figuratively, I have women in all different countries. I also have women who have full-time jobs. I have got lawyers, doctors, nurses, teachers, hairstylists, salon owners. I have it all. And this has been something that's for people who just need a hobby. They want something, girly and fun to do. I have people that do this part-time, and I have others that are doing this full-time, and they're looking to make it big in the company, which is 100% possible. A question that gets asked a lot is this thing called a pyramid scheme. And I can confidently tell you, this is not a pyramid scheme. If it was, I would be making all the money and all my downline wouldn't be. I would be riding off of their coattails. But I bust my butt. Sorry, I do. I work really hard, I work very, very hard, and I teach every single one of my girls how to do the same. And that gives them that feeling of empowerment. They have that freedom to choose how they want to run this business and how much money they want to make. It's really cool. And I'd say the last one, and one of the most important, is now I have the opportunity to raise my children, whereas 2 years ago, that wasn't even a possibility. I work full-time and Jonathan worked full-time, and our children were going to have to be raised during the week by a babysitter while we worked. And financially, it almost didn't even make sense when Aubrey came along to do that. So I ended up retiring because in the end, I could put a lot more emphasis into this business and make a lot more money this way while still raising my girls. Is it a balancing act? Yes. Do I have to juggle and, map out my time sometimes? Yes, I do, especially with both of them being under the age of 3. It can be tough. but I do it, and it's okay. We're good. My whole my whole outlook on the future of my life is so much more brighter. I feel like a woman who is in charge of her own business, a true entrepreneur. And I just want everyone in my life, I want you to consider it. Consider what that might feel like. Even if you try it and you don't think it's exactly what you want, if you don't think it's something for full time, maybe you just want to do it part time, maybe you just want to do it for the discount on the fabulous makeup. Great, do it. I have women who are all over the map with that. That's fine. You're still going to get that wonderful sisterhood and amazing experience. Every day I feel really good about myself. I am so much more confident, and obviously I do these videos. You've probably seen them. I can do these videos and I know that they're going to be seen by a ton of people, and I'm okay with it. I feel good about it. And I'm teaching my daughters what it means to own a company, to, work at home, to balance in life, the financial freedom that will come with it, that has come with it, is very rewarding. And I know that I'm working really hard right now so that their future is full of all sorts of possibilities. I can give them a lot of things that I wasn't able to have, and I'm hoping to give that to my husband as well, because he really didn't have that growing up, and I want him to have it. I want him to experience other things in life, like travel. So that's me. That's my why. I really want to challenge you to think about it and give it some thought. Think about if you want something added in your life for some fun, if you want to be challenged, if you want to compete. There's some competitiveness to this. It's a fun competition. It's not, we don't step all over each other at all, at all. It's really fun to play with makeup, to make other women just feel so beautiful, to have, better skin. It's just an incredible company, and I hope that you'll consider talking to me a little bit more about it. Okay? Thanks for listening. I really appreciate you.